That property line as far as you can see, and then over here, as far as you can see, is our property line, and all this here, all the way down, about 10.3 acres, and I really like the circle driveway. That's one of my favorite things. I don't like having to back out and move things around. That's a little shelter we have for our good wood. And this is some of the wood that a friend of ours gave us, kind of bartered. Some of that wood's going to be used for our bedroom. Some of it's bad, will have to be burned. But this is our front yard, basically. Well, real front yard. That's pear tree, pear tree, pear tree. I mean, that's, sorry, peach tree. Peach tree. We get a lot of peaches, too. And then this apple tree is by itself. We had one sitting right there, and it died. And so I think that might be the reason why I'm having a hard time with it. But I love my flagpole. That's a firefighter flag up there. And this is a side yard, I guess you'd call it. That's where Scout and Ollie are buried in our little pet cemetery. And this over here is where we keep the chickens. Well, we did keep the chickens there. We plan on putting them back there. And so this is our chicken coop, old chicken coop, which was, we got to fix it. We got to fix the roof on it. And then to do that, all that overgrowth, got to take that out and just kind of help it out a little bit. New roof. That's our old rabbit pens, which we plan on doing more rabbits. But that's our field that I hunt in. Deer come right in there and eat. And this is where I do all my shooting. And so that's a little Annabelle swing right there. We just kind of found a little place for it. And you see we still got the Blue Bomber. That's my new Jeep I really love. I already put more miles on it than I did my Harley, so I'm glad it was definitely a good trade. And that's our tractor. It's about 2 acres of land I gotta mow. And that broke. So I have to do it by hand, which is killer. This is our old barn. Well, it's our old cabin, and we made it into a barn, so it's all storage. The back part of this is has a bunch of stuff in it, but we got to take this off, and this is going to be our front porch. All that wood that we use is going to do that whole front porch. It looks like something got my rooster. So we have one rooster now and one chicken. This is an extra water tank in case we need it, which we shouldn't. That's our now chicken coop, which is pretty secure. This is where the chicken goes, and she's in there now. She's laying an egg, but she lays it inside of a wheelbarrow. Kind of crazy. It's our other rooster. Coming up to the front of the house, this is our front yard. We got a windmill going on over there. It kind of helps trickle charge our batteries. And you can see it right there and going around. We don't have any electricity from the city, no water from the city, so we live off grid. But that's 3 100-watt panels. It's tied into our lights and we charge our cell phones and stuff. This is about 100 watts, and that's charging our water pump and our radio. That right there is our water tanks. There's 3 of them in there. This is one of our latest issues. We have all these little water tanks that look like that. And it's really, I have to kind of fix the bottom here. It leaks a little bit. So it's off right now, but they all combine into one, which makes about 800 gallons of water. But that little thing right there is an overflow. So it flows when we have a lot of rain. It flows down that tube and out so we don't overflow. Everything's propane, so we have a 100-gallon and a 100-pounder. For an extra one, we're going to tie them together so that way if we run out, we just turn a switch. Turns it on. This is looking out of our house into our front yard. So that's our look out here. And then as we turn into the house, we go into our kitchen. So this is our countertop, which is pretty cool. It's concrete at the bottom. This edge right here I put on kind of with body filler, and made it look like a rough cut piece of granite. And then we put the epoxy down, painted it, put the epoxy down, and then put some colors and whisked it all together. And this is what we got for a countertop. So here's our cabinets. As you can see, all the doors and stuff I did. A friend of mine showed me one, and I did the rest. So we got all the, we make it a very rustic look. Here's our water heater. So the gas comes in, and then it heats up our water. We have running water now, which is really cool. Hot water, cold water. All these little, this is our backsplash, as you can see. It's our backsplash, and all these itsy bitsy pieces of glass were all individually hand glued. And as our pantry and our easy bake oven, Trish calls it, because it's so small. And this is our water. That's so we have a little water thing, and basically you have 4 or 5 gallon things. And we go to the creek down the road, and it's not a creek, it's a spring. Best water in the area, basically. And here's where the dogs have their stuff off to the side. Here is our wood stove that we heat with. And that's having a little problem with the drafting, so we got to fix that somehow. Something wrong with it. We got to look at that. That's our backup heat, which is propane. So we have a backup heater in case it gets really cold. Trish needs it to be really warm. So that's our little bar right there. We just put our ceiling in. So our ceiling is the tin ceiling, which is really cool. And then of course we have backup lights up there that actually really work in there in case everything goes out. We have extra light. Our bed we put up like that because we're going to get a bedroom put on the back, and for now that's the way we do it. Got TV. We just turn the generator on, and the generator that's going to be Annabelle's room, the loft. We're going to get that, clear that out, put some like a cushioned floor down and like a puzzle piece floor mat, and then drywall. Put a staircase right here, so wherever the bed is, staircase is going to go up on this area right there, so it's going to kind of move that way. Going into the bathroom, this is here's our little radio that we play. So we just turn this on and turn the radio on. And so we have that. It's real simple. It's 12 volt. This is our bathroom, and as you can see, we just finished these those right here. They're iron. We did the shelves and the little iron hangers. Trish loves the purple in the house, so got purple mirrors. Here's our sink, and it's a pretty cool little sink out of a barrel. So that's one of my favorite things. And then we had the floor, the tiled floor with pea gravel and grout there. And then we have the bathroom, the toilets right here. And the toilets, as you can see, it looks like a his and hers. That's just a joke. It's not really his and hers. That's this is a P1, and what the P1 does is it basically there's a just a 5-gallon thing that goes right into the pipe. This one here is just composting, and that's the brown stuff. Don't worry about that. That's actually shavings. And then we got little Annabelle's toilet seat and some shelves and a shower. And the shower is all done metal with. We're going to change the shower head, and we're going to change that. It's all going to be matching to that color, like the bronze. And this is the floor. And so we got that done. And this is a little towel thing we made. That's the on this side is the shavings, and that side is the lime. We put that down, and then put the shavings on top, and it kills the smell. And this is Trish's closet. I mean, I got some stuff in there, but most of that's all hers from there all the way across to, and then she's got her dresser and some other stuff in there, but that's kind of cluttered. But when we get our room done, she'll have another closet in there, so that would be freed up. That'd be our door going to our bedroom. And so that's it. I got the bed back. We got the back deck. I'll show you real quick because we got the back deck done. Here's our refrigerator, and we got a little grill and a little table here and rocking chair. This is our back, basically what our back woods looks like. This is going to be all screened in porch, and that used to be over there. Used to be a shower, outdoor shower, but now we're going to make it into a bathhouse. I'm going to put that little bathtub in there, and we're going to fix the fireplace. And then we walk down the stairs to the outside in the back of the house. This is a fenced-in area so the dogs can run and play. This is our generator. So basically, we have a generator that charges the batteries in case they go out, plus it also runs the house while they're charging. And that little cord right there goes under the ground and into here, so that way I can plug that in right to there, take this one out, put it in there, and that runs the house while the batteries are charging. So right now they're at 14.2. That's really good. That's for our radio and our water pump. And this one is at 12.8, which is pretty good. And that's for our house. So that's pretty much. We actually have an engine that's going to charge our batteries coming up here pretty soon. That's another thing I got to do this spring. So anyway, that's about it. That's our place. Still got a lot to do. This is where our bedroom's going to go, right here. So it's going to come out this wall, and it's going to be like right here is going to be our bedroom. It's going to be about a 12 by 12 bedroom. So, but other than that, there's little Raven. Here's Raven, our little German Shepherd, and then there's, of course, Gemma, and then Gizzy. I don't know where Gizzy is. Oh yeah, Gizzy's right there. Hi, Gizzy. And then there's Cash. That's our big cat. So anyway, this is our place. We'll talk to you guys later.